Chapter 8, Create Awareness. The question is, 3 days after hearing an important message, what percentage of people in the organization can recall the message? You'll find the answer in the chapter. Create awareness is the first of the 3 broad themes, and it addresses what your organization needs to do to start the transformation, to create a sense of urgency around the new strategy. It delves into understanding what people need to do and how they can participate. In many organizations, unbelievably, people cannot even tell you what the company strategy is, and on average, only 1 in 5 people will adopt a new strategy. When leaders go straight to telling people to execute without taking the time to step back and explain the why and what needs to happen, then your execution stumbles right from the start. And this is why in this chapter, I put the emphasis on create awareness. People need to understand what's going on, and the communication has to be customized to the audience, not just sending out general messages. It's also important to create a good first impression of the launch of the strategy. Without taking the time to consider the best way to share the strategy during the planning, a difficult journey can become even harder, and many people stumble along the way that they never recover from. Also in this chapter, I introduced the 6 common pitfalls in creating awareness. These are the most common mistakes many organizations make. I talk about how the aim is not to launch a strategy, but to nurture the communications throughout your whole implementation journey. And I also introduce a new term called over the wall that explains how you take people's thinking and win their minds from where they are today to where you need them to be. And you do this by making them curious about the strategy. How you do that, I explain in the chapter. Also, I introduce a term called the 2 waves of communication. Many organizations only do the first wave, which is building the excitement around the new strategy. The second wave talks about what needs to happen in and throughout the whole journey, constantly communicating, sharing updates, what's going on. And then the chapter also discusses how urgent trumps importance. Towards the end, I also share how leaders must inspire, not just motivate people, and how from that inspiration you start to build engagement. And the chapter ends with 3 questions that I hear a lot that I've shared with you, which is, should we involve our employees in crafting the strategy? Number 2, how much of the strategy detail should we share with everyone in the company? And 3, how do we manage people who resist the transformation? And part of that is introducing a Mavericks network to support the people who support you throughout your implementation journey.